It's calm. I guess, you know, the people love a little bit of whitewash. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately. But yo, I guess here we go, innit? Here we go. So, welcome back to the Kilimanjaro Podcast. I don't even know what episode this is.
Let's just say it's episode 24.
Yeah, we're not sitting awkwardly on purpose. This is just, you know, the room that we were given and the couch that was bestowed upon us.
Plus, we need to get that perfect angle.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a higher angle than usual, but you know what? We're going to play around a little bit, you know? Introducing the guest, obviously.
Hi, I'm Urmi. Let's just address the bandage in the room. I slammed the car door on my finger. It was bleeding for 2 days, so that's why it looks awkward. So, yeah.
I mean, you repair cars, so you're probably doing that, right?
Yep.
Oh, was it actually?
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
Yeah,
Is that why you had to say that? Alright, say no more.
I was just like, just in case he asked me, like, why do you have a fat ass, like, bandage?
We're going to. I thought it was on your ring finger because you're not taking any rishtas.
No.
Basically, that's what it is.
Focusing on myself only, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, to say the least. So, the person who we have here, Urmi, she does a whole bunch of shit. And we're gonna, like, sort of pick at it one by one. But, you know, she graduated, did economics, you know, traditional kind of route, with investment banking as well. And for those of you who don't know what investment banking is, you make peas, you make bread. That's basically what it is.
That's what you need to know about it.
That's all you need to know, nothing else. But yeah, so clearly you have an eye for finance and, you know, you kind of love that shit, probably just because of the monetary side of things. But why else were you drawn to finance in the beginning?
Well, it was just more so when I started doing like A-level business and economics, I just fell in love with the entire subject as it's offered because it's like so broad. It applies to every single country. You know, you see how the world works, how they trade, how they, you know, exchange, imports, exports, everything. It was just so fascinating. So I was just like, you know what, this is what interests me. It's limitless as well. Like you can never get bored of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, geography. How many more new countries are there gonna like pop up out of nowhere? They're not, right?
Yeah,
so
I mean, unless they split countries, have civil wars and that. But yeah,
apart from that.
that.
But it was just really limitless. So I was just like, do you know what, this is for me.
Yeah.
Like I wanna do this and make peas.
No, and you know that makes sense because like in school, like I only see really like 2 or 3 subjects that are sort of potent in today's lives for kids. So like maths, English, and probably ICT.
Yeah. No, definitely ICT.
Right?
You know?
Yeah, definitely ICT. English for sort of, you know, convincing people, doing some offers, blah blah blah. Even just basically like communicating, right? You need to communicate in all different types, all different forms, whether it's like colloquial or whether you're in like a professional setting. And then maths kind of runs the world, innit? So everything is based on systems. You know, we are literally protons and neutrons. Right, we're energetic fields.
That's
That's
science.
that's science. Yeah.
Yeah, that's science, but you know, it's all calculated by numeracy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah,
This is what makes the world go round.
numeracy, geometry, all of that shit. But yeah, so did you have like people in your family who were interested in finance, or did you kind of just like find it on your own?
Not really.
Like your pathway?
My mum and my dad, like they're not really into like finance and stuff like that. My brother's more into business and cars. That's where I get like my hobby for cars from. But no, for me, finance was just something that really intrigued me. So I just, you know, followed my dreams and followed what interested me.
No, that's dope. Like I think a lot of people like in our sort of culture, background, etc. Even like for you guys, for example, right? You sort of go for that traditional route, or you're told the only way forward is to go to university and all of that. And we've touched upon it with like loads of different guests who do, you know, multifaceted trades and even like do their own like, well, what's the word I'm looking for? Just like independent businesses, isn't it?
Okay.
You know what I mean? And yeah, it's just like you're trying to set the trend of not only going to uni, finishing that, so you have something as your backup always, but you also, you know, endeavor in all of these different areas. So let's talk henna.
Okay, let's go.
Right, let's go straight into the henna business.
Okay.
Right.
I'm ready.
So my association with henna is obviously I used to go to these Asian weddings back in the day, as a kid at like age 11, because you know now I can't really be convinced to go to Asian weddings.
Yeah, you'll be like, no, I'm not going.
Unless it's mine, I'm probably not gonna show up. You know what I mean? But yeah, basically my aunties used to make me put henna on my hands, on my arms,
Really?
everything like
No
that.
way.
And low-key, I kind of pushed away from it because I was like, listen, it's nice for the first day or so.
Oh,
Right?
do you know when it peels? It's
But when
so
it peels,
disgusting.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. And like I was telling him on the way here, like
Yeah.
literally,
It looks like
that
you have a
orange shit
rash.
is disgusting. Yeah,
It looks like you have a rash on your skin. Like,
yeah,
oh.
and especially like a kid growing up in westernized culture, you see that
Yeah.
kind of association,
Yeah.
and you kind of like make the similarity to smelly food or curry,
Yeah.
etc., etc., and you're
You
like,
just get
eh,
labeled, yeah.
and you reject it. So I rejected it back in the day, but now I've seen so many people like come up with it and make it sort of like a
Cool thing.
artistry,
Yeah.
you know, and it's essentially like a tattoo that is
It's temporary, yeah.
So it's cool, it's dope. Like, you know, in my religion, for example, you're not allowed to have permanent tattoos,
Mm.
right? So henna is the great replacement for it.
And a lot of religions actually, even like Islam, you know,
Yeah.
you're not allowed to have permanent tattoos. I think even Christianity, there's a saying that you cannot pierce your skin nor tattoo it. So in
Yeah.
many religions, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess like the thing is like all of these religions were kind of conceived around the same time,
Yeah.
pretty
and they
much.
just like
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
alter
They just
certain
took-
rules here and there. And now all Christians I know drink wine. Apparently you're
Yeah.
not supposed to do that shit.
Yeah, apparently you're not meant to.
Apparently, but you know, so yeah, why did you get involved in henna and stuff like that?
So I was just really, really bored one day, and that's how it started. I'm being
Yeah,
real.
yo, I actually
was-
have a friend who's trying to start a henna business, which is why I'm like specifically
Oh,
asking this
okay,
question.
okay.
And she was bored as fuck, which is why she started
Right,
it as well.
so I was on the same board.
Yeah.
Same board. I was
Same
on the
boat?
same
Boat.
boat.
Yeah, you're sailing. You're sailing. Yeah, there you go.
I was saying I'm going. So I was really bored, right? And
Yeah.
I took, I think, GCSE art. I didn't do A-level art. So I took GCSE art. And then all of these patterns you get to learn about, you know, all these different art forms.
Mm.
And I was just really intrigued, like, why is nothing, you know, associated with my culture or nothing like traditional designs? Because growing up, like going to weddings and things, like you see all these intricate designs being made, but they weren't considered as an art form. They were just considered as, oh, this is just culture.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was art, so I just really wanted to learn, and I didn't take any courses. I just taught myself. I was
Yeah.
so observant. I would just sit down and I'll look. I'll be that creepy kid who I'll sit down next to the artist and I'll look. I'll be like, okay, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then I just picked it up like that, and then that was it. You know, I started making a business out of it.
Yeah.
Opened up my own website, had like, you know, business cards, promoted it, and now Laaca.Beauty exists. So go follow that on Instagram. If
Is it like a dot beauty?
I think Laaca.Beauty, yeah.
Yeah, just in case, you know,
Yeah,
you
just
forgot
in
the dot.
case.
You're like, where is this shit?
Hopefully you link it down below though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, obviously, come on. This is to promote you guys, to promote everyone who kind of comes on.
Okay.
You know, it's a collection of our like immediate friends and then friends of friends and people who
And
like
mutuals,
I've
yeah.
kind of come across
Mhm.
who are doing all of these like crazy multifaceted things, and we're like, okay, cool, we're gonna bring you along
Yeah.
with our journey.
Yeah,
Like
that's really cool. that
CJ's
you
a
guys do that.
rapper, right?
Producer.
Rapper, producer. I always say
producer
rapper, but
first,
he's
innit, you know?
a producer first.
Yeah.
Okay.
producer first. Make
That's
that
his
note.
predominant thing. Like
Yeah.
producer.
Yeah. But you know, he goes on a mic from time to time. I do like a little bit of writing here and there.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, like poetry, stuff like that.
Wow.
I don't know if you follow the account, but Zan Words is there. Zan Words is there.
Ox.
But obviously that's gonna be in the bio. It's okay. We weren't supposed to read about you. We were supposed to read about you, not the other way around. So you're
Okay.
calm. You're calm. So yeah, you started basically for the art form. But yeah, how did you get your first clients and stuff? So talk to us through that
So
journey.
I got my first clients just through word of mouth, because obviously when you're not established in a business or in an industry, people don't really book you if they don't know about you, right?
I get you. Yeah,
And
yeah.
if you're not advertising yourself, no one's gonna know that you have a certain skill set or you
Mhm.
offer a service. So my first one was through prom. At that time, prom was coming up, and I was just nagging every single girl, like, "Hey, like, can I please do henna on you?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, no, maybe not
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
I'll get
yeah.
a professional to do it."
Yeah, this is the
But-
creepy kid coming back, innit?
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
this
no,
is
no,
the
I get
creepy-
you. I'm joking. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, so my first few clients were just through word of mouth, me approaching people myself and saying,
Yeah, yeah,
"Can
yeah.
you please be like my hand model or my muse?" You know.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
That's how it all started off, through prom.
And that's how you get your sort of content out there. You start putting on your Instagram.
Yeah.
People will see the skill set that you have, and they're like, okay, cool. I'd probably give her a go on my hand. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Probably let her do my own. You know what I mean?
Probably give her a
So-
try. She's not that bad.
Yeah, she's not that bad, you know.
Like, she's not the best, but she's not that
But
bad.
yeah, I'd say like advice to get clients, whether you know you do dance choreography, whether you do mobility training like Joe Macro Golf,
Joe Macro Coffee, come on.
which we had on in the last episode. He has like 6K 6K followers, probably like 1K engaged followers, but he has all of his content through working with people for free.
Oh, okay.
And then from there you build a database that kind of trusts you, respects you, and you know, you've shown the initiative, and in return they're going to probably promote you as well, you know, push you to followers and even word of mouth, which is probably how you did your first few clients in the henna business, right?
My first few were just through word of mouth, and then after I started building up you know, like content to actually put out there, started branding myself, and then that's when later on I started evolving into having a business, having, you know, like regular emails and things like that. So after that it was just more.
Oh, you have an email list as well?
Yeah.
Alright, dope. Like I do that for a living, innit?
Oh, okay.
So I do like CRM, emails, push notifications, all of the annoying shit you get to your phone, basically. That's what I do as a living. So no, that's cool. You've set up an email list.
Yeah, I set up my business, and then but through like because of COVID and things like that, I just started up my business when COVID was initially announced. And when it was announced, it was just more like, oh, it's gonna be here for a few months and then that's it. But then we know it lasted more than like, you know, a few months. Nothing has really been coming off it, so I just feel like it's more of a liability to have a website right now, because I invested like, you know, 150 just to even put it up, get your domain ready, edit
you have to
it.
pay for that
You have to really create that from scratch.
Well, you know, Squarespace, GoDaddy, all of that, you know?
Exactly.
Wix is the one, you know. Wix is like the cheap option that you need, you know?
I think mine was GoDaddy though, like not Wix. I think GoDaddy.
Yeah, I think even my friend Ashul Taylor, who will also get on the podcast, he started his stuff with GoDaddy. He does like drop shipping basically.
Oh right, okay.
So
that's
yeah,
cool.
he started his store, like, yeah, that would be an interesting story in itself. But yeah, what made you even think of starting a business? Was it like just for the love of it, or did you have the motivation through knowing that if you just trade your time for money, you're not really gonna get that far? Did you have that in the back of your mind, or were you just like, I love this shit, this is what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, that was me. I was like, you know what, I really love it, because when I do henna, it's like I just go into my own world, because it's just like an explosion of creativity.
Honestly,
you just see like, you know, where this can fit, and then it just comes together to make like a really beautiful creation. So I was just like, you know what, I really love this. Why don't I actually, you know, like do this part-time? Like this, it wasn't really gonna take anything away from me, you know. At that point I didn't have anything to lose. All I had was to gain. So I said, why not just take the opportunity and do something if you're quite good at it? Because by then I was, you know, I built up my skills, experience, expertise. So at that point I was just like, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, man, and it all kind of like feeds into that ikigai principle, isn't it? Like, have you heard of the ikigai principle?
No.
It's basically not about it. We can edit it out and make you look like you know about the shit.
Okay.
But it's essentially like a compilation of what you're good at, what you love to do, what you can bring to the world, and what you can get paid for.
Yeah.
And if all of those 4 elements align, then it's just like the element papers. You roll it up, and there you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of correlates to what you're doing with your henna business, and probably what you're doing with finance.
Yeah.
So you do finance part-time, right?
Yeah, so I work part-time, just weekends, because that was my income as a student. Because I was at university, I was, you know, Monday to Friday was just uni, and then Saturday, Sundays was just working.
Okay, so you were always kind of doing that.
Yeah, so it's been like 4 years now.
Yeah.
4 years-ish. But I just needed an income, especially as a student. Like, you really need something to fund yourself, finance yourself.
100%, yeah.
So yeah, it was a good opportunity. I learned a lot through it. You know, I worked my way up. I didn't just start off at finance, because no one's gonna give like a student who doesn't know anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, with no experience, blah blah blah. You know, now you need sort of 2 years of experience to even get into the door in some places.
Honestly,
you know?
Like, I started off as a retail assistant, and I had the worst experience. You know,
Yeah.
like, people spat in my face, you know.
Well, actually spat in your face?
Yeah.
Well, like genuine spit, like.
Yes, like genuinely spat on my face, because I was working for fitting rooms, right?
Yeah.
And at that point, people were just like, I had my hands like this, so like, okay, like, return the clothes. People would dump the clothes on me all the way up to my head where I couldn't even see. And then one time I was just like, sorry, look, like, it's quite, you know, packed and stuff.
Yeah.
This customer was so rude. He fully thought I was being racist to him.
Yeah.
Because it was like event day, so it was like one of those, you know, like really, you know, macho personality people that came. So,
Okay.
So
no.
yeah, they come from up north.
Egotistical people.
Yeah, exactly. and he just spat on my face, and I was just like, what the hell?
Bro.
Listen, I was hoping that it wasn't just like a frequent occurrence
Yeah,
when
yeah.
bare people were just doing spit. Like the amount of spit on your face.
Imagine the accumulation on my face, like, ew.
I'm unhappy with your service.
Oh my god.
No, but like, listen, I feel like you have to go through the mud when you're in uni,
Yeah.
especially because even for me, I worked at American Golf, right?
Mm.
And it's a pretty tame place to work at because, you know, you're surrounded by middle-aged white people predominantly.
Yeah.
Some Nigerians come over with hella bags, bro. Hella bags and just drop 2K there.
Nigerian
and I get the
princes,
commission
yeah.
from that. Bro, they were princes because they gave me the commission. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, even in that environment, you kind of get spat on. You get told like,
Yeah.
oh, what do you know? You're nothing.
Yeah.
Even though I've been training in this shit for like 10 years. Fuck you. But anyways, you know what I mean?
Because I know my shit, man.
Yeah, I know my shit in golf, but like, you know, some people will always look down on you because of your age.
Yeah.
And you know what? Don't let that be a deterrent,
Mhm.
especially if you're a uni student, because you
Yeah.
need to
Yeah,
supplement
yeah.
that income,
Yeah.
and you're gaining a skill. You're understanding how to, you know, engage with people
Mhm.
who may be completely out of your comfort zone,
Mm.
because your circle is often who you're going to copy. It's monkey see, monkey do out here, you know.
Mm.
So you're probably gonna be a lot like your 5 closest friends,
Yeah.
you know.
But I
But-
think it's just quite character building though. Like, you know, working
Yeah,
from
exactly.
butting up, like it is.
Exactly, like door-to-door people, right?
Mhm.
Like normally it's a pyramid scheme. Obviously, the word pyramid scheme, no one likes that shit, right? No one likes the
Everyone's fed up.
association.
Yeah.
But the people who are successful in those sort of industries have worked from the ground up, you know, have been spat on at the door.
Mm.
By the way, I have been spat on too, so don't worry. I used to do
wow.
door to door as well.
Okay,
innit?
cool.
So
Oh,
I was
too.
spat on at one
Wow.
point. I was told to fuck off. I was even called a curry muncher at one point. You know,
Yeah.
and you know what? To be
Mm.
fair, he's right because I did munch curry. Like I did do that shit. You know what I mean?
The racial slurs.
Yeah,
like,
the
they
racial
just
stuff.
come
I
out.
was like, yo, I actually am about to munch curry when I get
and
home.
it's banging,
Safe, my guy.
better than your food.
Yeah, exactly. It's seasoned, you know.
It's
Not just
unseasoned
salt.
food and that.
It's
You know what I
not
mean?
salt and pepper.
Not
it's
just
Yeah.
pink
seasoned.
Himalayan salt, you know what I mean? Like your face. Anyways, but yeah, no, it was definitely a character building experience, you know, like I was a pretty shy kid growing up.
Mm.
I'm not. Were you?
Yeah, bro.
I never.
I may have played the role of someone who
I
was
never
more
saw this
confident.
guy shy. You know.
He's
Like,
known me from like middle school, innit?
Okay, so he's
Secondary
he's shy.
school,
So he's,
sorry.
he's just shy.
Yeah, he's not. I wouldn't say he was like proper shy on that. Like he
Okay.
did. I mean,
But to you guys, right?
nah. I feel like alright. I feel like the first time you came, the first year you came here, you were a bit like
A bit
reserved.
Come a bit closer.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Why
Sorry.
are you trying to
sorry.
lean back out of the
Nah,
frame?
nah,
Yeah,
I
he
just-
doesn't
I've had-
want to be
This
with
is my
us.
podcast
He
now.
doesn't
Yeah,
want to be
sorry.
with us.
No. I just have a habit of like leaning in chairs and that. But yeah.
Are you
yeah.
like creeped out by Urmi? Is that what it is?
Nah,
Should I move away? Is
She's
that
not,
it?
See over there,
she's
isn't
not,
it?
like,
I'm
she's not gonna
looking
look at your
at
producing skills, bro. Come on.
Nah,
Maybe.
He's gonna end up becoming a producer, taking all your clients, bro.
Nah, but so my story.
Do you watch that?
Nah, it's cool. Yeah, what's
Do
it?
you need to spit? Do you wanna go outside?
Nah, I'll spill in your face.
Okay, fair enough.
Nah,
Yeah.
He wasn't shy. He was just shy.
Hmm?
So he wasn't actually shy.
Yeah, he wasn't actually. I mean, the first year he came here, he was a bit like
Yeah.
reserved and that. But then
Okay.
after that, he was just like,
Yeah.
it was a lot more just out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I never really saw you as like shy or that.
No, fair. No, I mean, I like that, you know? Like, it,
So,
it gives me a
yeah.
little bit of an ego boost, blah, blah,
Mm.
blah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I wanted to ask you, actually.
Yeah.
Were you shy, or were you always like this confident, bubbly person?
No. I was the shyest person ever. Because
See, like, I kind of, you know, anticipated that, but like, yeah, go on.
No, I was just really, really shy because
Yeah.
when I came from Portugal, here I was.
Oh,
Really
yeah,
from
you were
Portugal?
born in Portugal, innit?
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
yeah, alright, yeah.
so when I came here, I didn't know English, like I didn't know, you know, the language and things, and everyone else, like the other kids were more developed in that sense than
Yeah.
I was. And
She was just hola como estás everywhere.
yeah,
bro.
that was just me. I was like, hello, like, you know, no one wanted to be friends with me, and I think that kind of sticks with you. Like, you just tend to,
Yeah.
even though you're not very like introverted, you're kind of forced to be really
Yeah,
introverted.
you kind of
because-
forced into that box, aren't you?
Yeah, because it's like no one wants to interact with you, no one wants to be your friend. So it's
Yeah.
like, even though I'm attempting and trying to get out of that box, no one's really there to like, you know, help me through it. So ever since then, I was just like to myself, I was always that nerd. Like, I was just, okay, if I don't have friends, I've got books, I've got grades, like
They can
I
be your
became a nerd, you know, like, and that's
Yeah.
what I was. I used to have friends, I wasn't like a complete loner.
Yeah, no,
right?
of course. You always have like your little circle, even the rejects, you know, in the corner.
Yeah,
You know, at the
yeah.
lunchroom.
Yeah,
like they
even
still
they
have like their
like-
three
They're
people
two,
who are like
yeah.
a clique.
I had like three friends, and then it was just like, yeah, people just knew me for that girl who I can copy off. You know, like, hey, can you do my homework?
Because you read the books, you know.
Yeah.
Like she's not out at the parties with us, man.
Yeah.
So we'll read her books and we'll become.
become.
You know what I mean? But
That's me. I was just a very shy person, and then I just forced myself to be more confident, more extroverted, and now I feel like I'm really, really extroverted.
Did you feel like you actually forced yourself into that sort of personality type?
I think so, yeah, because it got to a stage where I was blocking my opportunities for myself simply because I was so shy. I couldn't approach someone, I couldn't market myself, I couldn't put myself out there. So even if there was like 50 people in a room, I would be that one kid in the corner who no one knew about. And it's like, if you're not networking with people, I believe you're disadvantaging yourself automatically. You know, so I just forced myself into that mindset. Okay, like, you know what, stop being so afraid of the spotlight, stop being so afraid of what you want to do, and just go do it. Like, you have the means, you have the resources, go do it.
You have the skill set, go do it, you know.
So that was me, a shy kid who turned confident.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, your network is your net worth, right?
Exactly.
And that's what they always say. But I mean, to further go along that point, I feel like everyone should look at life as like they're the main character, and they are just sort of outsourcing the perfect characters that would work in the show. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what we've done with the podcast, you know, kind of thing. Whenever we get a guest on, we normally do like further collaborations here and there. So you know what? I'm even down for you to do henna on my arm. You know
okay,
what I mean?
You guys heard it here first, okay? Like, if I do some henna on him, then...
Listen, it's not going to be a happy episode, alright? But I'll do it for the banter, innit?
You'll be fuming at the end.
You'll be like, oh, get this shit off me.
So, we will get into the YouTube stuff, and we'll talk about, you know, some of your videos and how you even started down that path, probably because you were more extroverted, blah, blah, blah. But I wanted to talk about creation versus consumption.
Okay.
Right? Now, in the day and age that we're kind of in right now, consumption is everywhere, you know, and marketing kind of takes precedent in the sense that like it's listening into all of your apps now. You know, you're gonna get like a Huel advertisement if you're looking for meal replacements, for example. You're gonna get like Urban come to you if you need like a massage. You're gonna get Coca-Cola if you're talking about Coca-Cola, you know what I mean? And
that's crazy, man.
You have to sort of go against the norm of like just consuming everything, just going on YouTube for like 2 hours after work, rather than building your henna business, you know, or like starting your producing skill. You know, and you kind of have to combat it in the same way that you have to combat negative thoughts. You know, because as human beings, we see negative thought over positive thought in the same way that we see, you know, consumption over creation. And there's this really cool quote. I think it's by an American poet. Let me just get it up here and there.
This guy always with his quotes.
Listen,
he's into his writing and poetry.
Like,
you know?
why can't you support
he needs
me?
to plug himself.
Just support me, anyways. So her name is Maya Angelou, right? So she's a famous like Black American poet. Back in the day, like there was not many Black American poets out there in it. In the 70s, but she has this quote that's creativity isn't something that runs out. The more you use it, the more you have.
100%.
You know, and I think that goes without saying, because you know, the more tracks you make, the better you get. Now, if you listen to your first track, how would you rate that right now?
He's like,
trash. My first tracks were trash. Like,
talk about it. Talk to the people.
Talk about my tracks.
Let them know the first track and how bad it was compared to what it is now.
Yeah, no, it was hella cringe. It was just like just a load of trash. Like, now we'll do a video reacting to my old tracks, innit?
No, 100%, 100%.
Nah, if you listen to it, it just sounded goofy. It was just like a load of crap. Like,
that's how you learn, though. You learn from your mistakes.
That's exactly. Like,
you
got to
start somewhere.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
put 1,000 hours into a craft, you become a master of that craft. You know.
Yeah. Like, you got to take L's, innit? At the end of the day. So,
yeah, but I guess also in that same vein, you try and become like a jack of all trades as well, and you're finding that balance as well. You know, there's always an equilibrium to find, but you've sort of become like a kind of jack of all trades, and I'm also trying to do the same thing. So I sort of empathize with the reasons why. But do you get scared that juggling all of these things will sort of deter you from the main vision?
No, because I just feel like, as you said, creativity, the more you use it, you know, the more you have of it. So I just find time anywhere that I can. I'm the type of person who I like to keep myself busy 24/7.
Yeah.
Like I never like to just sit in my room and do nothing. Although that is really important to have like, you know, self-care time to yourself.
Of course.
I'm just that type of person who I need to feel productive. I need to feel like, okay, I've kind of saturated this field. What else can I do now? And the whole, you know, YouTube thing started when it was lockdown and there was really much nothing to do. Everyone was working from home. You were just confined in your own space, at your desk, at your laptop. So I said, okay, I read through conversations that actually came up. In 2017, I said I want to start a YouTube channel and I want to actually post singing covers. And I remember saying that to someone like really important to me, like she's passed away, but I remember saying that to her and I was just like, you know what? I've said this, I need to actually go and act on it. Because I've done nothing for all these years, and that's how, you know, the whole YouTube channel and things were created. And I feel like it's just about finding a balance between everything that I do, all the ventures that you do. Just find a balance, and if it comes at an expense to you, at an expense to your mental health, then it's okay to take a break. Like no one's forcing you to do it, you know. Just take a break when you feel like it.
Exactly. Yeah. And you know what, if you need to take a break from consuming, you know, we've started this podcast, but you know, we can't be watching podcasts all the time because we won't have any of our official thoughts. You know, because when you create, your mind is actually in a conscious workspace. You know, rather than just spewing out other people's opinions all the time. So yeah, just to cap that off, to discipline ourselves to continue sentiments echoed by the people we're trying to be like. That's what we want to do, and we want to sort of lessen that to only those kind of people. You know, we don't want to always consume like a foot asylum video because we know that's huge right now, isn't it? And I probably watch all of their videos, but I try and make sure that I don't watch it for like, you know, 3 or 4 days. Just give myself a break. So yeah, man, creation versus consumption. Big topic.
Hefty topic.
Hefty topic. I wrote almost too many notes for that. You see, I'm looking at this. You know? Yo, listen.
That's dedication right there.
Listen.
No, but I'm quite proud of you guys, you know, for like, you know, doing so much research into what you're gonna say. Like, it's not easy, and even this whole like starting up this podcast thing, like, it's quite dope, you know.
Yo, listen, like I've been so like how you had that text message with your friend who unfortunately passed away, but now you kind of have that thing where it's like it's always gonna be that seed of motivation that you're gonna have to plant. You know, because you're like, okay, cool. For her, almost, you're going to fulfill the dreams that you said you would. So and in the same way, I have conversations with one of my closest friends as well, right? And I basically said, listen, I'm probably gonna be an influencer of some sort, and I want to put my thoughts out there, whether it just be like a poetry page or whatever. Podcast started coming into play. I like chatting shit. Fuck it, you know, and that's kind of what you have to say sometimes, you know. You have to sort of push away all of these negative thoughts that are telling you, oh, people are going to judge you, people are going to, you know, assert their opinion on how much intelligence you have, or tell you how small you are, tell you like what are you trying to do. But that's always going to happen at the start.
Whatever you're doing it.
Whatever you do. And I wanted to ask you, what did you receive at the start, because we haven't launched yet. At this point, right?
So
we haven't
we're
put
still
out
waiting
any videos.
For the negative.
I mean, we would have obviously hoped that if we did launch, you would have seen the video.
So
that's why we haven't launched.
Anything, so I was like, okay, I didn't see anything.
But yeah, like, what was the sort of like initial hate that you got, and how did you overcome that?
So for me, I feel like I got hate in every single venture that I tried to branch out in. So if we're talking about YouTube,
let's start on the YouTube.
It was quite intense, to be honest. Like a lot of people, when I started off, it was just like, you don't know what you're doing, what a shit video, you know, like no one's gonna watch this. Like my first ever video, I didn't even know how to edit, I didn't know how to use software, I had to teach everything by myself. But it was just more negativity, and I feel like as soon as I, you know, started putting more stuff out there, everyone was just more like, okay, who do you think you are? Like, you trying to be some YouTuber? And I used to get comments like, oh, Urmi, YouTuber. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I am a YouTuber. And what? And it actually led to quite serious hate in terms of like, there was things on social media. I was targeted on Twitter as well. There was like this whole rape case thing going on. Do you guys know about that or no?
No, tell us about it.
So there was like a list, right, of girls, and they leaked their addresses out. And
you mean the ads, The actual
No,
address.
The address, the actual
What the
home address
fuck?
of where they live.
Yeah,
Alright, say no
right?
more, say no more. Alright.
Yeah.
So you can't find that now, thank God. That's why I'm talking about it,
Yeah.
because it's been removed. So there was like this whole list, and then my name was in it as well, simply because I was putting myself out there, simply because I was, you know, becoming like this figure, you know, this public
Yeah,
figure, this
yeah,
exactly,
influencer
yeah.
kind of person. And I feel like the whole risk of doing that is that you attract a lot of hate. You put the spotlight on yourself.
Exactly. You get vultures, right?
Exactly.
Vultures who like pick at low hanging fruit because you've just started.
Yeah.
And it's almost like another barrier to entry.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, okay, cool. that's how you probably looked at it, right?
Yeah.
That's how we're gonna look at it. By the way, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Thanks.
Subscribe.
Hey guys.
Welcome to my channel.
Yo, literally her intro is that.
That's, you know, my intro is, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you
Hey
like,
guys,
subscribe,
make sure you
comment.
like and subscribe.
And what? I'm proud of it, you know, and what?
Hey, so Mizanah's becoming a hater now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Listen, you have to chime in sometimes, you know. You can't be nice 100% of the time. That's not authentic.
No, do you know what it is? He's just salty that the first time I met him, I stepped on his shoe.
Yo, listen, this was like 4 years ago in
4
Freshers,
years ago.
right? Now, I can't lie. I was trying to move to like everything because I was obviously that kind of. I was
Everything
trying
else
to be a fuckboy,
living.
innit? I was literally trying to
That
be a
was
fuckboy.
trying.
No, like trying heavily, bro. It was hard. It was hard, bro.
So I like you, and you.
Yeah, and like, you know, in clubs, like most people back then, they used to literally, them used to go behind women
And then
and
grab
that's
the wine.
it.
Yeah,
and just grind
yeah.
and just hope that something sticks. And hope that they look back or their friend looks back and says yes.
Like,
Yeah,
gives
yeah.
the confirmation, you know, like,
It's
yeah,
literally
he's
the
right.
confirmation. Girls will go in groups, they'll allow a wine to happen, and then they'll be like, actually, either he didn't move his hips right,
Is that
Or
what
he's
rhythm-
too stiff,
or
or
he's too stiff,
flat.
or he's too ugly. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I was walking around the club, random girl steps on my shoe, I'm like, this heel fucking hurt. I was gonna talk to you, and then I was like, nah, my foot really hurts. I'ma leave.
You know
You're
those
not
shit-
vexed.
I was vexed, bro.
You know
Bro, I
those
had my
people-
fucking, what was it? I don't know, some Adidas shoes.
No, you were wearing some like formal shoes. It wasn't Adidas shoes.
Oh yeah, no,
And
it was.
he gave me the dirtiest look. When I accidentally stepped on him, I was just like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Because I'm just the
She
apologetic
was so
type.
nice, bro.
I was like, I'm
She's
so
nice.
sorry. Like, are you okay? Is your foot okay? And he's looking at me like, oh my god, you just stepped on my crepes.
I was trying to make it like a funny moment, and then I like realized the pain. You know when the pain comes
Yeah,
like
you're
10
just like,
seconds
oh
later?
shit.
And I was with my guys as well, so I was like, yeah. fuck it.
yeah, never mind. But this
Okay.
one.
Yeah, no, literally, but this was man, like,
And then here we are 4 years later.
yo, literally, like, it's crazy, like, the people you come across and, like, how things
Yeah.
come into your attraction.
Small world.
Like,
you know?
yeah, exactly. And I really do genuinely believe in that law of attraction shit, you know? Like, if you say something, put it into existence, then put the work behind it,
Yeah.
it's probably gonna come through. And that's why I've met so many, like, crazy people. Like, we don't know each other that well.
This
And
is
I
the first
already
time
know
I'm meeting
how.
him and
yeah.
him.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. Yeah, so, you know, off the rip, there's more to come. So stay tuned for that. We'll probably do some collaborations and shit. Yeah. So YouTube, we spoke about the hate, but what do you like about it?
What do I like about it?
What does
is-
it do for your brands?
So for my brands, it's like what I do is I try to umbrella brand. So my every single thing, it's Urmi Laaca, as in everything that I do, like whether that's singing or that's, you know, henna, YouTube, any single thing that I do, even like my car repairs and stuff like that. So everything's Urmi Laaca in my name, right? So
What you promote your car repairs like that as well?
on the side.
It's coming.
It's coming soon, you know. What it does for my brand is that it advertises. I market myself as myself, you know.
Yeah.
I market myself as an individual, as a celebrity endorsement in a way. I'm no celebrity, I'm not.
Yeah,
but
no,
I'm
she's
just
not saying that. Listen, don't hate her, bro.
The
vultures are coming for you.
I'm scared. Like, who does she think she is? Oh my god. No, but you know, it's just really handy. I market myself as myself, and people type my name in, they see everything that I do, you know. They
Yo,
see my
listen, if you're
content.
starting something, make sure it's under the same username.
Yeah, you need to be really,
Exact
really
same username.
consistent. That's a tip that I'm gonna give to you guys. You need to be consistent with everything. You can't just be like, you know, I don't know, Mickey Mouse 101. Like, no one's really gonna type
Yeah,
that out
exactly.
on YouTube, you
Like
know.
Princess Jasmine 7. You can't
Yeah,
do
like,
that
no,
shit,
no,
bro.
it has to be something that you can actually grow with as your brand, you know.
Something that you can stick with for like, you know, at least 10 years or so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need to really think long term when you're branding yourself, marketing yourself out there, because there's no
Yeah.
point just catering to a specific market. Your name is gonna stick with you for life, you know. no matter what you do, even if you change up the content, your name is your name.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's why it's Mizanah H on everything,
Alright, come on.
and that's why it's CJLordane on everything.
CJ underscore Lordane.
Underscore.
Innit? Don't forget the underscore.
If you forget the underscore, you're not getting no tracks.
Innit? That's what I'm saying. Innit?
No, he's not producing them. He's gonna decline you straight away.
Trust me.
Yo, if you watch this video, you're gonna get 5% discount. That's it.
That's a 5%.
He's like, I did not consent to this one.
Innit?
Like,
Trust
hello,
me.
what contract?
Innit?
So this is kind of dope because like low key over here, what we try and do also is we try and find opportunities for you to collaborate with the Kili team, which is what we're calling it.
Okay, Kili team.
I don't know if it's gonna stick.
Yeah.
Kilimanjaro. Listen, like my parents were from Tanzania. Kilimanjaro is a mountain. We're all climbing the mountain, huh?
Oh, nice.
So
nice
that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's all in the journey, as you can see from all of our
Fingers
little.
crossed, future collaborations.
But
if they like me from today.
No, they will. And one of your hobbies you said is like choreographing dancing, right?
Yeah.
And we've actually done a video. I've actually done a video.
I'm yet to do one.
Do you wanna watch it?
Yeah.
But yeah, we did a dance video with Levan. He did like a dance tutorial, and low key you could probably choreograph something with him because he's a pretty decent dancer. Right?
Okay.
And since that's one of your hobbies, I thought it would make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's watch the video. I low key come off like I'm just doing a Fortnite dance.
Oh right.
Hey guys, my name's Loving Life,
Is there no HD?
and welcome to another video.
No HD.
Nah,
This
you don't
guy
do
right
HD.
here,
Okay.
Miz.
That's it. I've known him from like sixth form. Call me Mizanah.
Okay, coming in with
Why am I doing this
confidence.
shit? Why am I flexing
Coming
my
in with
whole shit?
I'll put a link to that in the
confidence.
description below.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show him how to do the jerk, and I've
jerk.
done one of these tutorials. Hit up one of the videos, you'll see it.
How many views did it get?
No, it's
Huh?
not the most
Is this in
views.
the
Okay.
box nearby or not?
It's
Almost
the part next to my
almost
house.
Okay, so
Yeah.
start with 1 foot forward and
Yeah.
1 foot backwards.
Yeah.
The front foot has to be above the ground.
I just want to show you like how bad it was, innit?
So front foot, and then you
Yeah.
repeat.
Yeah, so from here, kick back. Now, up, kick back.
No, he's commanding respect, bro. This is his channel. What do you mean? I just
I
happened
mean,
to
he's
say
being
it.
the instructor, right?
Yeah.
Basically what I'm doing. Okay, so
Show the move how it starts.
yeah, show me how it starts.
Yeah, so it's 1 foot up,
1 foot up.
Oh, come
and
on.
the other foot down.
Yeah,
And then what you're doing is you're switching. So this 1 foot that's above the ground
yeah.
faces backwards.
No, that's like quarantine belly coming through, you know.
Don't hate yourself. Okay?
Yo, listen. If I hate myself before you guys get to it,
See, now
it's
you're
calm,
doing
innit?
this.
I'd rather
Bro,
you
that's
be the one
literally
who's
just like
doing
a
it.
phone like
Yes,
that.
yeah.
With the elephant, like.
It's like this.
Oh my god, you just being the clown in his channel.
Man's just trolling.
We don't do phone like that over here on the Love and Life channel.
Now we keep it
Keep it real. We wanna go
The
to
editing,
club.
though.
Everything's good. Everything's
Now,
okay.
Steve, when I go to the club normally, bro, like I don't do much footwork.
Yeah, you just
I
go
don't.
behind the girls, innit? And that's
Yeah, they
it.
trust me.
No.
Goes like, am I getting
Two-step.
this one or
I
not?
tap on the shoulder. I'm like, classy with it. I'm like, hey, let's just like chat for a bit, innit? I know it's loud.
How
Okay,
can
it's more
you
like,
chat
hey.
to me? Like,
Okay.
hey.
I'll keep trying to club.
And then maybe a little bit of hip movement. I don't know. Maybe a little bit.
It's not that bad.
It's an excuse, but let's go. Yeah.
But it's 1 foot, which is above the ground.
Yeah, those videos are not good to watch, you know.
Still above the ground. Like, boom.
No, it's
This one
because
stops
like
There you go. And now you switch.
you look so confused.
Switch.
Did you do GaryVee, by the way? Do you know what that is?
Nah.
Okay, no wonder.
It doesn't
But
look-
yeah, no, he does some good tutorials,
People from the
obviously.
ages
Like,
of, like, I don't know.
we'll send you his channel if you can be asked to watch it. You can watch it, innit?
No, of course.
But yeah,
Why
no,
wouldn't I be asked to watch it?
it's good. Like obviously, you're a big player in the league right now, innit? Like 400 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Like you're
It's
making
not,
waves.
It's not that much, but it's something.
Listen, you have like a loyal fan base, innit? Like
That's
you get
true.
engagement on like all of your Instagrams. People are looking forward to what you're doing. You get comments and all of that. You've set up a good base organically,
Yeah.
and I say that to say, don't buy bot followers.
In it,
No,
trust
You know what I
Don't
mean?
do
If you're
that,
trying to
yeah.
make it, if you're trying to like be like Urmi, do like henna business or any one of our other ventures,
One
you
of
know?
the many.
yeah, don't buy bots because it's not gonna lead to anything. You're supposed to build relationships out here,
Yeah, genuine relationships with clients and people.
exactly, and not transactional relationships. You're not just trying to be like, okay, cool, we did
Yeah.
this podcast, safe, that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now you can leave now.
Like I don't make any money right now off my YouTube, so
Exactly,
everything
yeah,
that I
exactly.
do is just more of the pure enjoyment of the people who watch my channel. I'm just trying to get a really solid fan base right now, not fan
Yeah.
base, but like a base of people.
Nah, listen, say it. Say fan base.
Fan base.
Come, don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Full confidence.
Say it with your chest. There you go.
Yeah, just trying to build like, you know, consistency on YouTube. People who actually enjoy my videos. Like I was checking my analytics, and people from Ireland and India and Bangladesh watch my videos.
That's what I'm saying.
And I was like, yo, that's crazy. That is so crazy.
Even the reach you get on Instagram, bro. Like, you know, there's people following me from Dubai. I'm like, I've never been there. You know, like
international.
Well, I mean, when I was 7, I went there, but you know, I'm sure I didn't pick up any of my network from when I was 7 years old. So, no, it's different, man. But listen, the way you've done it right now, I think you've set yourself up to just scale up over and over again, innit?
Thank you.
But yeah, you do vlogs and all of that kind of shit. So like, tell the people like what you do on there.
Okay, so vlogs is pretty much a new thing that's been in my channel, simply because I feel like I was being really inconsistent with YouTube because I was trying to manage, like, you know, my dissertation, uni stress, like my business.
When do you graduate, by the way?
Oh, I've graduated now.
When?
Well, technically the 28th of July will be the official ceremony, but I'm done with uni.
Yeah.
Like, all done, thank God. But yeah, it was just really hard to like balance everything, as we were saying before as well, like managing everything and keeping on top. Having a work-life balance is really, really important. But yeah, you know, like I was really, really inconsistent, and I used to post like every 2 months, 3 months, and then I thought, you know what, I really need to be consistent in order to increase the views, in order to increase, you know, like the amount of retained views that I get. And that's where the whole vlogs started from. It's just me going about my day, chilling with my friends, showing you guys what I'm doing, what I'm getting up to, because I take them on my like modeling journeys, or if I'm like doing car repairs, I'll be on my vlogs. If I'm with my friends chilling, like that'll be on my vlogs. Everything will be on my vlogs. So yeah,
it's cool that you got like a close knit crew of people to go around and do stuff with you, because then you have company, but you're also kind of chilling with your friends while you're producing something.
Exactly.
You know, and you can repurpose that content, innit? For anything else. If they film you, just be like, yo, listen, I'm doing a car repair right now. Just film a little snippet for me, just put it on my Instagram, you know? And obviously, like, when we do this podcast, we're gonna like chop it up, like CJ does all the editing.
Okay, cool.
Right.
I'll send you some clips over.
Yeah.
Do a split screen.
Yeah, literally, and then like we'll send you some clips that you can use just as promotional content on your Instagram.
Okay, perfect.
Just to like talk about what you've already spoken about, what you've done and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah. This was like an audience question that you had from one of your audience members.
Oh, okay.
Right? And the question is, how do you overcome negative energy and vibrations from external sources? So essentially, it's stuff that you... I mean, this is a weird one because it kind of goes down the vein of spirituality. We do touch upon that in like quite a few episodes, but we haven't done for a long time. But I feel like the word vibrations is overused to go along with the trend of spirituality, you know? Yeah. So even to the point where that Nico guy, in his campaign, his 2 words were for vibes, innit?
Yeah, for vibes, that was it.
You know what I mean? But yeah, learning about spirituality, you understand that you're essentially a field of energy. That's why karma comes into play, because any reaction that you have or any action that you have has an equal and opposite reaction, innit?
Yeah.
So how do you overcome things that are not in your control?
So I'm not saying like, you know, things don't get to me and that I don't get down and stuff. Like, obviously every single human being does, and there's so much anyone can take, but it's about, I just remember why I started in the first place. And
talk about a specific instance where you were dragged down from something. So speak about the instance itself, and then how you've overcome it.
Let's just talk about the whole rape situation that I talked about before, right? When that happened, I was really, really traumatized. I was scared to leave my house because
your address was out there, innit?
People had my address, you know, and I used to get like messages around that time saying, I know where your uni room is, I'll come to your room and make you scream, and stuff like that. Like, it was really, really disturbing. So for a while I was just like, forget this shit, I don't need to do it, because if it's at the cost of my like well-being and my safety, then I'm not gonna do it. And then for a while, like, I just stopped. I didn't record anything, I didn't do anything. I just stayed, like, you know, in my room being really scared. And then I thought, all these people are just internet warriors, like, they're just haters, and they have to be really, really like pathetic to post stuff like that and like bring other people down. And I thought, they have nothing better to do with their lives than actually.
So I'm saying they have Sonic the Hedgehog on their profile picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we
Exactly.
why are we scared of these
Why are we
people?
scared of these people?
Like, he's running further away from your house, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sonic reference. But yeah,
Gotta go fast.
but yeah, no, it's
That happened, and then I was just like, no, I'm not gonna allow people's negativity to get to me and allow it to stop me from doing what I'm doing. Because to be honest, if you're not getting hate from what you're doing, you ain't doing it right.
yeah, 100%.
You know. And I just used it as motivation, as, you know what, people are hating, whatever, but that means they're watching my content. That means they're following what I do, following my moves. Therefore, they're a follower, you know. A
They're
subscriber.
your biggest fans, you know.
You're really your
Because
biggest
if
fan.
they had the energy, so
yeah.
look, this is what they did. Right? They opened up their laptop.
Searched.
They
Urmi
went,
Laaca.
searched Urmi Laaca on
Yeah.
everything. Searched Urmi Laaca, right? Watched probably more than some of your fans have watched
Yeah.
of the video. If you go back to the analytics, you
Yeah.
probably see that they watched 11 minutes.
So replaying
And your
it.
fans have watched like maybe 5 minutes. They'll be like, oh yeah, I'm doing a thing. And then they've gone down to the comment section and then commented this shit.
Typed all the hate, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
So,
they're
hey,
dedicated fans.
Thank you for the engagement.
listen,
Shout out to you.
and you know, engagement sort of rams up the algorithm.
Yeah,
So,
it does.
so
thank
love
you.
for that, guys.
Thank you, man.
Anyone who hated on Urmi's content, please come over, man.
Innit? Hating us as well,
Watch
innit?
our
We
shit.
need the
Hate us, please.
No, don't ask for it. God forbid anything happens to you guys.
No, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. We have the goons.
You guys are strong men.
Goons on standby. No, we're not strong men. We just have goons.
Are you not? Do an arm wrestle right now.
Do an arm wrestle right now.
Let's
Listen,
go.
you know we can.
Alright,
But
let's do
okay,
it.
listen.
Low-key, innit?
So
Low-key.
we also did an episode with a PT, Rahul
Yeah.
Tanna.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
know him.
you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
He's my PT too.
no way.
Yeah.
Is he your actual PT?
Yeah.
Right? And
Shout out to you, Rahul.
Hey,
yeah,
come on,
shout out
come
to you,
on.
motherfucker. And basically when we used to go gym together,
Yeah.
I used to outlift him. Now he outlifts me in it because I've been
Okay.
off this shit. But yeah, let's do an arm wrestle.
Do it, come
Do an
on.
arm wrestle.
Wait,
Wait,
wait.
I don't want any excuses. Or I didn't lift today. Or my arms are sore from gym. Okay, none of that
I was
shit.
gonna use that excuse.
None of that
Oh,
shit.
were you? Yeah.
You have to be on the same
Alright,
level,
let me bring the
guys.
same
Come
level.
on.
Can you see it? Alright, yeah.
Yeah, they can see it. No, wait.
Alright.
A
Is
bit.
that? Oh, we have to move. Alright, well, let's come
Move
closer.
up. Come closer.
So you have a front row seat. Alright.
There
cool.
you go. Let me hold this still.
No, this is
Ready?
her channel now.
Right, innit? Trust me.
Wait,
innit? Wait.
I was ready.
Right,
Yeah,
3, 2, 1, go! Go! Whoa, guys, these two are like equally matched right now. It's not even me.
I'm at a weird angle, innit? Like, I can't even.
He's I'm losing this shit. It's my podcast. No way you're fucking beating me in this. Guys, it's pretty much time.
You're just holding my hand at this point, bro.
Bro, I can't even move my hand down, innit?
CJ, you got it.
Yeah, I've got this.
You know what? You're not gonna win though, because I can hold it in this position forever.
Man said.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
come
wait
on.
till you get tied out.
Come on.
I'm gonna wait. Go play the
Don't.
wing. No,
I'll
'cause-
wait for you. I'll wait for you, innit? Look at
Oh.
the treads. Look at the treads.
Look at them struggling.
Fuck you.
This is quite entertaining. You
Yeah,
moved
moving your
your
body,
whole
innit?
position.
Moving his whole
I
body.
am.
No, you've
I'm
lost
not.
now.
Innit?
You know what? You get the win.
Ah,
But yeah.
Hey, come on.
Oh,
He
he's
said.
But yeah, he
Edge.
didn't win. He didn't win.
Yeah, I won that.
See, good on
Left
workout.
arm?
Nah.
Nah, one's enough.
Innit? One
One's
win's
enough.
enough, innit? I've already proved myself to the
He's just
people.
like, no way, I'm losing in my own podcast.
Listen, it's our podcast, isn't it? It's our podcast. We share this shit. Let me get my thoughts in line.
Let him get his thoughts in line. His thoughts.
He sorts.
His thoughts.
I didn't say thoughts, by the way. I'm not coming for you guys, you know. Like if you're thoughting around, just do what you're doing, innit?
Yeah,
Just keep in the
he
streets.
doesn't need anything to do with you guys anymore. He's not a fresher trying to secure wines anymore.
Innit? He used to change.
I mean,
my
listen, I wouldn't say no to a wine. Like
Ah.
if you're here and if you have some wine, I probably can't drink it because you know haram and that. But take a wine.
Okay.
So you're a signed model.
Yes.
Now I told a few guys that I had a model coming on just
Oh
because of
my
that
God.
association that you get.
You already know the reaction.
Right? And like yeah, you kind of know the reaction. I think CJ had a question about
Okay.
misconceptions.
Yeah. Are there any like misconceptions that about modeling that you want to like kind of address?
To be honest, like it really depends on what type of modeling you do. You know, like a lot of the misconceptions is just like, okay, people see models and they think, okay, they're probably too full of themselves. You know, like really have a lot of high ego. don't really give you the time of day, but to be honest, they're quite hard working people. Like, it's really, really hard, doing long hours, sitting in a chair, you know, like, people, you have to adjust to the shoot, the concept of it, like, you have to change your entire appearance. Like, it's quite challenging. And I feel like the whole model concept, a lot of people think, oh, it's not really a job. You know, like, it's just for good looking people and that's it. But
it used to be, for sure.
That's far from the truth, you know, like, it is really, really long hours.
Oh, it's not for good looking people.
Huh?
It's not for good looking people.
No, I'm saying it's
See,
for everyone.
if you're ugly, go for a modeling gig right now. I'm just kidding.
It's for everyone. Like, I never thought I would be a model. I can't lie. Like, I would just be like, oh no, I used to be one of those people. Like, I'm not pretty enough for it, right? Because of the
nothing.
No, what do you say?
That's a liar, but carry on.
I didn't, you know, think I was.
You didn't think you were all that?
No. I have to humble myself.
She's saying that for the camera, guys.
No, I'm being dead serious. I didn't think I was all that, and then I was like, do you know, why don't I just go for it? I got approached, and then I was like, why not? You know, I did some freelance modeling here and there because of a few of my friends, like, they had they're like projects and stuff that I needed, photography, like that, and they just wanted me to, like, just, you know, be behind the camera for them. So I was like, okay, fine. And those pictures then I use as my portfolio. And when people approach me to, like, you know, work for them, that's what I used. So, you know, content, creativity never really runs out. Like, just say yes, good karma. I said yes as a favor, and it brought energy back into my life, you know?
Yeah, so imagine you clowned on me for that quote. She's used that reference like 5 times already.
No, I'm just referencing, linking it all back, you know?
No, but that's fucking dope. Like, I actually went to one of these modeling people who, like, approached me when I was 15 and pretty ugly, to say the least.
Puberty
I can't lie.
at that point?
No, puberty didn't hit.
Oh,
you know what I mean? It
right. So you're like,
it wasn't there. Like, obviously, you know, as an Asian kid, I had a beard, but that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Asians just born hairy. Like, I had the hairiest arms. And I had a full-on mustache, you know?
Yeah, that mustache, bro.
Yeah, I was an ugly Betty. I can't lie.
Yeah, man. But listen, puberty saved some lives, innit? But anyways, I went to this whole, like, modeling gig. They said, listen, we'll take pictures for you. We'll do the outfit changes for you and everything. You just have to pay, like, £80 at the end. And that's when my family were like, no.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's calm that you kind of... Did you get approached and then you had that kind of offering, but then you're like, fuck it?
Yeah, so I got approached by, like, I don't know, I don't really remember the company's name, but they were just like, okay, like, come down, you know, like, it sounded fantastic, right? They really sell themselves to you. So it was just more like, yeah, come down, like, we'll have, like, professionals, like, we'll have a, you know, makeup artist there, hairdresser there, everything there. And then by the end of it, she was just like, by the way, we're going to take £500 for the photo.
Yeah, legit.
I was just like, huh? I could buy a car and this money, like, no.
Yeah, back then you could defo buy a car for 500.
You still
like
can, you know, if you, like, buy, like, some cheap car, repair it, you can turn it to you.
Listen, buy a car, right? If you're low on funds and you need a car to get around, buy a car for, like, 500. Then type in Urmi.Laaca. Then get your car fare.
But that's going to cost them even more money because I'm not doing it for free.
No, obviously not. But, you know, you charge them a good excess, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like a fair price.
But like a fair price.
You know, just like fair trade. Yeah. Fair trade chocolate.
Northwest London cars. Hit them up.
Wait, is that what you're going under? Because I swear I followed
me and my brother, yeah.
Oh shit, I need to find that.
We used to do like car meets and stuff before, like a few years back.
Yeah, no, I swear.
Northwest London cars, yeah.
Well, like some like Fast and Furious type.
Yeah, like everyone would just meet up, right, at like some big Tesco car park, and then we'll just be doing donuts and like.
Yeah, they do it at IKEA now, innit? Yeah, no, I've been to those meets.
I'm not involved anymore.
I've been to those meets, man. It's crazy. Like they just soup up like. Sometimes even polos, bro.
But it's a community.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Yeah. Any car can be a mod. You know, any car could have like, you know, modifications to it. You know, definitely. Some cars could be spitting, some cars could be doing donuts. Like it's about appreciation of the same passion and love that you guys all have. So car communities, everyone loves car meets. You get to network with these people as well who are like-minded like you. And
yo, there's some girls who go to these car meets. Their cars are way better than any guy, bro. Because yo, the interior design is to the T.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. Yeah, we remember. Don't worry.
Yeah, they don't remember your name, but it's fine.
Listen, I'm not really that all into cars, innit? But I did go to the car meets, and I enjoyed the most the fact that we had to run away from police whenever they came through.
Yeah.
Adrenaline, right? Yeah, adrenaline.
Because it's quite illegal.
Yeah, I mean, it is quite illegal.
It
You know, you're
is.
going like 100 in a 50, and you're like,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, those things were crazy.
Straight out of Fast and Furious, you know,
Indeed.
running from the cops.
Yeah, man. Do you have the questions that were sent to you, or like let me get it up, because I think we didn't cover a couple of them.
I had
And I
one of
just
them
wanted
was
to
just
go.
like, why didn't you be a scientist from a biology teacher?
Oh, from your biology teacher.
Yeah.
Listen, how do you get her to be a fan?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I can't wait to get my henna done.
No. So he was just like, he commented on my Instagram asking, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, why didn't you become a scientist? Because I had the most amazing bond with my biology teacher, right?
Ah, okay.
And I was just like his child to him, because I told you I was a nerd back in the days. Like I used to, how do I get an A star? You know, like
Yeah.
I was that.
Like,
I got
star.
97. How do I get 100? What did
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
wrong? Like I was those type of people. So he was rooting for me to become like a scientist, or like going to physics or chemistry or biology, and I'm just like, I became an economist instead. Like, no, I'm sorry I let you down, but I hope you're proud of me if you're watching this.
I mean, listen, she did an economist degree, and now look where she is. She's basically centered everything around that knowledge, that knowledge base. So that's cool. I think we have one more question that we didn't hit. We kind of hit everything. But do you journal?
Yes.
So
I
do you
journal.
talk about gratitude? Do you put your goals over there? Do you even like vent out your feelings in a journal? Because like I do the same thing, obviously.
Yeah.
That's why I even write to begin with, right? But yeah.
No,
Talk-
yeah, I
talk
do
to us
journal.
about that.
Because with me, I'm the type of person who I don't really like telling people what's going on a day-to-day basis. Like, yeah, of course, you're close friends, you could tell them what's bothering you and stuff, but
Yeah.
I
But
just
it gets
feel-
kind of like
it's so repetitive.
you become that complainer.
Yeah.
You know,
I
and
don't-
no one likes that complaining bitch in the corner. You know, all the time. Like
Jesus,
Karen,
I'm
please.
not coming to
Yo, we're gonna change that to witch,
here.
right?
Wow.
Because witch actually sounds nice. It has the
Complaining
same
witch.
potency. Yeah, complaining witch. We
has
don't
a
like
ring
these
to it,
complaining
you know?
witches, you know.
No, we
But
don't.
yeah.
No, I didn't want to be like a burden or a hurdle of negativity
Yeah, that's a huge thing.
to anyone, because everyone's going through shit.
Yeah,
they might
everyone
just
has
not
a-
me telling you about it.
Yeah.
it's true.
But everyone has their own shit, and you don't really know how full someone's plate is before you start adding your 2 cents into that, you know?
Exactly.
And I just feel like it was quite selfish to always just like, you know, go to one person when they've got stuff going on in their lives as well that they might not have the emotional capacity to, you know, now like confine in you and tell you, no, it's going to be okay.
Yeah. Why
give
do
you
they need to
advice.
deal with your problems on top of theirs? You know,
Exactly.
like
Nobody's obliged to do anything for you.
yeah,
you know?
the issue is like everyone's an individual, so they see things from an individual scope, right?
Yeah.
But if you actually zoom out and have a full picture,
Mm-hmm.
right, you see that there's people who are living life just as complex as you, with the same sort of, you know, family issues or money issues, etc., etc. And a great way to journal, for those who are watching, is to go through the wellness wheel. You know, so it's like, you know, financial, social, whatever it is, and look at the area that you're lacking, and vent out what is going wrong, and then figure out based on the list that you have what you can do about it, what is in your control, because that's all you can focus on, innit? You can't focus on stuff that are external or outside of your means.
Yeah.
You know, you can only focus on the things that you can change.
Yeah.
Circle
You know?
of influence, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly, something that's in your control. And do you do like a gratitude journal, or what do you write about in your journals and stuff?
I don't do like a gratitude journal, so I tend to be like quite hard on myself,
Same.
because it's like that productive mentality, you know, like
Yeah.
we hear the word productive too much in today's society, bro. Like it's like, okay, if you're not a millionaire by 23 like this guy, and if you join this course, then you could be just like me and have 10,000. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you see these things, and you see these kids who are making waves, making like 50 million of fucking YouTuber fights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you're like, okay, what am I doing? I'm 24 now. I went to uni, did all of that, but what do I have to show for it?
Yeah.
You know? And because of that, like, I'm pretty hard on myself. Like, if I don't do like 2 tasks on any one of my umbrella things, like right now I'm doing search engine optimization, so I will be doing marketing freelance coming up, so we're going to speak to small businesses and stuff like that on the podcast as well. So that will be cool. But yeah, if I don't pick away at those tasks that I have, I get really frustrated and I feel like I'm like insubordinate, basically. And so yeah, I do exactly that. I talk about the issues, I talk about why I'm not doing it, and I talk about the levers that might be restricting me from doing so.
Okay.
You know, and it's all in your control, isn't it? Like, you know, you only don't do things because of fear or because of comfort.
Yeah.
Right? And you get comfortable watching that little YouTube video, you know? You get comfortable, people get comfortable smoking weed, you know, all the time. And it does get mentally draining.
Yeah.
You know, you can't get yourself out of bed sometimes.
It becomes a lifestyle.
And it becomes a lifestyle. You know, you fed into the lifestyle because of all of these subconscious images that were put into you from birth, basically. You know, I think all of us here like listen to hip hop, rap music, kind of thing, and the ideas that are perpetrated in those are smoke weed, get high, and chill out.
Yeah, make
you know,
money.
and make money.
And fuck bitches.
And fuck witches. Yeah, exactly. Witches. Fuck
Yeah,
witches.
witches.
Yeah. So yeah, I just sort of write down a list of things that I can change, and then the next day, or like right before bed, I'll read it, and then the next day it's fresh in my mind, so I'm like, go.
Okay, like go do it. Go do that thing that you didn't do yesterday.
Go do it. Yeah, I think the best thing you can do, and it's actually a brain tip from Jim Quick.
Okay.
Sorry, that was a mouthful. A brain tip from Jim Quick, right? And he's like a memory expert.
Okay.
And he basically says the things that you want to do the next day, read before you go to bed, and you are more likely to do it because you've written it down. In the same way that if you write your goals down, you're more likely to achieve them.
Yeah.
You know, just like if you've read Think and Grow Rich.
Oh wow, someone's good at it.
Bro, they were going at it hard when we came in, you know.
I mean, what about you? Do you do any like journaling or goals?
I was basically, so I kind of started it a bit like journaling that, but then I kind of took a break from it.
Okay.
No reason. It was just that I literally like
couldn't bother anymore.
yeah. But yeah, that's something I'm like trying to get back into and that.
Okay.
But yeah, but I mean, in terms of like goal setting, like I do that. Like I always set myself a certain amount of things to do for like day to day. But yeah, I mean, journaling is something that I need to get into like properly.
Yeah, I think you need to be quite consistent with it too, because then it's just like, if you're not consistent, it's just like, okay, there's gaps now. You know, gaps in your day, gaps in your months, and it's just like, what am I really doing?
Yeah.
For me, I'm just more like, I like to capture my day. So I'll talk about, I'll express anything, like if something's pissed me off, if I'm really upset, if I'm happy, if I'm grateful for something, if I've achieved like the littlest milestone. Like yesterday in my journal was like, I hit 2,000 followers on Instagram. Like I would never say that to another person.
Yeah, but you say that to yourself.
But I say it to myself because you know what? I'm proud of myself. I'm starting
you're
from
allowed
zero,
to feel that proud,
going to like 2,000. Like for me, it's an achievement, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just, I congratulate myself. I just like, you know, express how I'm feeling, and journaling really, really changed my life. Like it did. It's life changing. So if you guys don't do it, maybe try it, you know, try it out. Yeah,
and if you want to know more about journaling and expressing yourself and how that can help you, I've done a podcast on Hardy Hosh, his channel, so I'll put that in the link in the description, or you will, whoever.
Yeah, I will.
But yeah,
He will.
just one point on the self-help sort of space, right? So we're kind of like, we're talking about that subject, but we have that ideology that like, if you don't do one of the things that they give you, then it's okay. You know, as long as you're doing something, as long as you're taking time out, you know, whether it's, you know, having a little bubble bath here and there, or whether it's, you know, journaling, you know, because you have to do these things to kind of give yourself mental clarity, but at the same time, you can't be like a kid bringing 6 bags of shopping in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're probably going to drop something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's okay to drop something at times, but journaling in particular is something that I like to do consistently because of the fact that you can log your progression of life, you know, rather than just you won't remember like the itty bitty details of your life if you don't, you know, journal or write it down. And that's important to me, clearly important to you. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
Lovely.
Anything else you want to cover before we log off?
No, I think we pretty much covered everything. Just all the best to you two for this podcast
I love that, man.
you know, and hopefully when it airs, I'll be like the first person watching it and promoting it.
Yeah,
We'll get,
listen, I didn't say that. Listen, I thought it was that finger and I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying?
You have to go on to now. Oh my god, I thought you aired my spot.
No, we don't air spuds over here. We don't air that, but listen, love for that conversation. Obviously, we'll be in touch. We'll do like some collaborations.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll even hook you up with my guy Lavan.
Okay.
Just to do a dance choreography, you know. And
Really
yeah.
good sound. Cool. Thank you guys so much for
Awesome.
watching, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, see, she's outroing us.
Yeah, she done the outro for us, you know.
No, but listen, we're still climbing.
Obviously.
Share love. We have a lot of episodes coming up. We have Raven Underground. So he's like how would you class his music style?
Experimental, like rock or something.
Experimental kind of rock. He has like 17k monthly listeners, so that will be a good one. He's making a return because he was in hibernation. As always, we're going to give you digestible nuggets on here that you can put into your own life. And peace out. Mizanah H on Instagram. cjlordane.
CJ_Lordane.
_Lordane.
The underscore, you always forget.
Listen, don't forget the underscore.
And the lighting's really bad, by the way, so yeah, don't mind it.
Yeah, we should have changed the colour in it.
We should have, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching if you guys are still here. Bye.
Peace.
Hey, why are you still here? Get out.